Let's go here. What's going on? There we go. Go live. Then we go back here. And ta-da! I'm live. Good evening, everybody. Hello, TikTok and YouTube and Instagram and Facebook. Abe and I just got back to the house from doing our evening walk. It's a beautiful weekend here in Atlanta. Memorial Day weekend, y'all. Why ain't y'all at the beach? Why ain't we at the beach? So anyhow, good evening. Ava's making Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid. We don't bring diet sodas or Cokes or anything up in the house. Ava has resorted to making Kool-Aid.
You know things that make you happy when you're a kid?
Oh my God, look at the color of this. Oh, I want some.
Right. And then
I've got to have some.
When you're an adult, nobody can stop you. Nobody.
Kool-Aid. And it's your favorite color, Kool-Aid.
It is. Look at that.
What kind of Kool-Aid is that?
It's blue lemonade.
Blue lemonade.
Because blue is the flavor.
Cheers, everybody. Happy Memorial. I don't know. Happy could go along with the word Memorial Day. It's in memoriam of people that's died for our country.
I've already 2 glasses. I have already made myself sick.
Oh, Ikarabo Hushata. It's good. That's, I just laugh at myself because I'm either the most enlightened human, I'm going through my awakened and enlightened stage, or either I'm just been turned over to a reprobate mind. But this is good. But good evening. Pull up a chair and spend 5 minutes with us.
Let me put on my face.
Let Ava go put on her face, and we'll be introducing the dame of Atlanta. And hey, Ava, I'm sure you've got 4 or 5 announcements you could make. Ava has got a list of announcements to make. She had already told me, I think next Saturday, she's going to be at the Eagle here in Atlanta on a Saturday afternoon, raising money for something out on field. But anyhow, we'll get to her in a minute. So for right now, we're just gonna take good evening, TikTok, for this evening. We're just gonna do. I wanted to mention also this. I thought about this. Some of you that I still post a lot of content, probably way more than the average person on my Facebook page and TikTok page, because at heart, I'm mostly a writer, and I love to post daily writings on our daily writing. Now, I don't write more than once a day. I'm not that crazy, y'all. But I enjoy posting a daily writing on Substack and TikTok and that. So that's my main content. And then here lately, I've just felt kind of, I don't know, religious, spiritual, something. I fasted a couple of weeks ago on a Monday, and I'm going to be promoting throughout the next 7 or 8 days on Monday, June the 2nd. I'm going to fast on that Monday. Also, I'm encouraging people to do it with me, and not in a religious way or a spiritual way or a physical way, just whatever way you want to. Is there any truth to all that we hear about fasting? We've heard about fast. We even heard the power of fasting when the disciples tried to cast out demons or heal the sick or something, and it didn't work. And I think it was Jesus that made the comment that this comes about only by prayer and fasting. The two of them together would give you great power to withstand the devil. And and then nowadays, if you Google fasting, you got all the medical, not all the, but a large part of the medical community are saying that fasting, even intermittent fasting, does marvelous things for the human body. To give you, do y'all think like I do sometimes that we're all like human food processors? That's all we do. Get up every day. We're like cave people, and we go through the day like, well, what are we going to eat? What's for breakfast? What's for lunch? What's for dinner? What kind of snacks do we want to have when we go to see a movie or get ready for bed? I like a little snack right before bedtime. It puts me to sleep, like a little cup of cereal or something. And but now we have all this information, not only in a religious sense from Jesus' times and biblical teachings about the power of fasting, but we also have all this other medical research that says fasting is actually good for us just to take a break from food, put the bacon down, step back away from the refrigerator. And I know that, so why don't we test it? Why don't we revisit it and see if there's any truth to it? And so anyhow, coming up Monday, and I like it. I like the fact that I'm going to try to do it on Monday, June the 2nd, the first Monday of June, and that it will be a way for me to have a foray into June of just recalibrating healthy eating. Yeah, I'm determined to eat healthy, although I'm a sucker for a chocolate covered donut, and so to recalibrate eating and health, we have a lot to say about our health. So anyhow, I'm going to be putting that out there. So what else was I talking about? Oh, here's the other reason. Hey, TikTok. Hey, good evening. Good evening, Facebook. Good evening, Instagram, YouTube. How's everybody doing this evening? A lot of us is having staycations. We're staying our butt at home this weekend and enjoying it. I'm going to have this weekend. I went over to the Key Roadhouse earlier today and put in a pull down attic stair thing. It took a lot longer than I thought it would. So, but anyhow, I got back home about 3:00, and I'm going to have a lot of do nothingness this month. And listen to this, y'all. I ride by Grant Park on the way back because I went by the shop. Ava's going to join us. I ride by the Grant Park, and Grant Park has hundreds of tents all over the park and thousands of people walking up Boulevard. And so there's a little guy I don't say a little guy, there's a young man that I follow that has a bakery in West End called Scrum, I think. And if he's on TikTok. So anyhow, he was doing a live from Grant Park, and Grant Park this weekend has a dessert festival. Hundreds of tents of nothing but bakers and bakeries and desserts. Now, I'm going to tell y'all, that is of the devil. Do not go around any of that, because Satan, the wiles of Satan, will just suck you right into caramel covered apples. So, but anyway,
for those who don't know, we're drinking Kool-Aid.
We're drinking Kool-Aid, and we got a picture here, y'all. Now tell me, you might be watching us this evening from the beaches of Panama City, from Cancun, Roxanne and Kelly. No, it wasn't Cancun. It's Tulum down there in an all-inclusive.
Oh, Mexico.
Roxanne and Kelly, our sweet friends that we've known for years and years, lives out in Decatur. Now, they might be staying at an all resort, everything included, down in Tulum, Mexico. I bet you they ain't serving Powder Puff Blue Kool-Aid.
Show the people on TikTok what you're doing.
Oh, TikTok, Powder Puff Blue Kool-Aid on a Saturday night.
Putting it in a wine glass makes it look fancy.
All right, Ava. So give us about the next week's worth of mojo. What's going on in Atlanta on the trans gay out on film world of Atlanta?
Well, next Saturday, May 31st, we'll be doing a beer bust at Atlanta Eagle, where you come on out, you buy a cup. It supports Out on Film as we are raising money to support our filmmakers. Come on out, come join me. We're hosting again at the Atlanta Eagle at, I don't know what time. I don't know any time.
Is it during the middle of the day or in the evening?
Towards the afternoon. I want to say it starts at 5, but don't quote me on that.
I haven't been, for the locals in and around Atlanta, the Eagle is what used to be known for decades as Burkhart's, the gay bar. And it's in Ansley Shopping Center
Yes.
over on Piedmont.
Atlanta Health Foundation has their out on closet over there now.
Yeah, so Burkhart's was always my favorite go-to bar when I lived in Grant Park. Sammy, John, we'd all get on the phone and we're like, let's go to Burkhart's. And you could get a hamburger there, order tater tots, get a cocktail, maybe see a cute guy standing in the corner. Hey, how y'all doing? Come on over. Sammy was so bunctious. He would just like, any of y'all looking for a good husband, and just everybody would.
I miss Sammy.
We was riding down the road a couple of days ago.
Yeah. We're going to Floor and Decor
going to Floor and Decor out there toward Kirkwood out my mall drive. And I just out of the blue, I told Ava, I'm like, I wish Sammy was still here. I just wish he was still here sometimes. And I take that back because you don't never want to call back the dead. Well, they're gone. But sometimes I wish he was still here because he could make me laugh like nobody else.
He could make everyone laugh.
Yeah, he was. Oh, I could tell some tales. He's not been dead long enough to tell all that though. But anyhow, for some of you people that follow on TikTok, let me back up back here. And I haven't really been doing lives the last few weeks because the election was over. We did some lives. We see where we're at now as a country. We know what we're up against. We know what's going on. Can y'all, and I'm not going to be political tonight, but I will say this. I mean, the thing with Harvard, telling them they can't allow any more students that's foreign students at Harvard. Just y'all, we're living through this. And but here's the thing that I want to do for those of you that run across this on later on tonight or in the future and take the time to kind of, I think sometimes we watch other people's videos. Well, not that they really speak to us. We're just like laying in bed, ain't nothing else to do. And we watch it. We watch it by whatever circumstance. And, but after the election and I was doing lives and boy, I was just fired up and I was angry and I was bitter and I was pissed off and I was all that. And then over time I realized, well, I'm turning into what I'm not, just somebody that just bitches and whines and complains about it. And to me, there might be momentarily some self-gratification for just bitching about Trump and moaning about it and complaining about it. But I've always been more of a person that wanted to be constructive and seasoned and smart in how you use your energy and how you do focus on things. Just to come on here and just say, oh, Trump sucks. Trump's the devil. Trump's, sucks. And yeah, I got better things to do, and I don't like that,
It's bad energy to help to live in yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. And the thing about it is, I don't want, just in some ways, some of you people that kind of follow me over the last few years, y'all know I make great fun of Satan because there is no Satan. There is no devil. If y'all watch a video the other day, Ava pulls out a bowl of hummus she's made. I'm like, that's of the devil. I have great fun.
Hummus, y'all.
I have great fun poking fun at the devil. I'm not I don't believe in Donald Trump, never have, but I'm not giving him that much of my headspace.
No.
So as far as making money on TikTok and having where you get compensated for it, the way I did it and could do it is come on here and be very political, use that platform to really stir people up. And I'm not feeling that now. I can't do anything for money. I've got to have it burning in my soul for me to be able to do it.
I think that speaks to the authenticity of it all. but not on like especially what you do and why you stepped away, but also too you can see how easily it can suck somebody in when it starts to pay their bills, and now you've got to talk politics 24/7.
I mean, y'all, if I'm just being honest, I mean, I could do a real scandalous 2-minute TikTok about how horrible and evil the wiles of Donald Trump is for this country, and maybe make $3,000 off of that TikTok. But I can't fake that. The times that I've done that, it was really genuinely something I was feeling in my spirit. I can't just make it up and act like I can't be like Sean Hannity and Laura Ingrams and these folks who act like they're just outraged because they're making millions of dollars.
To be fair, too, I think those people are so genuinely unhappy. They're just outraged at anybody enjoying it.
Yeah, I can't fake outrage. And so what I will tell you, for those of you that hang around, and I've really not lost any followers per se. I had a little TikTok. You know what? I did a TikTok the other day on a clover on the sidewalk, walking up the Did a TikTok, and I'm like, 200,000 people. Yeah, that jumped. I'm like, good heavens, over clover. So, 10, 15, 20,000 hearts or comments on clover, So there's more to life than Donald Trump.
Yeah.
And I don't, and the other thing is the midterms are going to start coming into clear focus in the next 6 months, 8 months. Canada, 435 House seats, governors of Georgia, senator in Georgia, mayors of Atlanta. More and more politics is going to really come into the forefront in 6 months or so down the road as it all starts getting cranked up. I want to be able to have a legitimate voice in a format to really exhort people in Kansas, Minnesota, California, Florida. Come on, y'all. Let's get up, wake up, do what we got to do. Put on the breastplate of politics and get out there and fight a good fight, So anyhow.
Inspirational.
Huh?
I was saying, aren't you so inspirational?
Yeah. So anyhow, we got our walk-in. We got our walk-in yesterday. Ava and I walk every day, 7 days a week. And that's what
Hello, Chicago.
We want to be an example to exhort and encourage people to walk. And also,
and you can find so many of those videos on Eddie's TikTok.
Hundreds and hundreds of videos of us. We got what we call Heart Attack Mountain coming up Brookdale. In Jefferson Park, if you leave Constance, you walk up Brookdale. We've been doing it now close to 3 years, and literally, the time I get to the top of that hill, it's like a hill in San Francisco.
It is.
I'm just like, and then we do a 40-minute walk once we get to the top of that with our heart.
From that walk.
Yeah.
It gets our heart rate up there.
But anyway, good evening, everybody. TikTok and Facebook and Instagram and YouTube, and we're having a staycation here in Jefferson Park. Staying at home, doing a whole lot of nothing.
Hello, digits, Mom.
Yeah. Hey, y'all. So that's the reason I haven't. I was thought I've kind of give up. Yeah, what you smiling at?
I don't know. Somebody just sending lots of love.
Oh, somebody is sending lots. Thank y'all. Look at y'all tapping hearts and crowns. And
we love you back.
Love y'all.
Okay, so I need to share this with y'all. So I reached out to a company. My favorite tiara is the Queen Mary's bandeau.
Ladies and gentlemen, Powder Puff Blue Kool-Aid.
What Meghan Markle wore to her wedding. So there's this company out there that, of course, does tiaras. They can put a blue gemstone in the middle, and I'm really excited about it. No one else is, but I'll have a tiara that matches.
Hey, Dennis, over on Facebook.
It can match my Kool-Aid.
Yeah, having Powder Puff Blue Kool-Aid. It's got sugar in it too, don't it?
It does, but I only use half a cup of sugar.
Half a cup of sugar.
The Southern way is 2 cups.
Yeah. So, but anyway, y'all, good evening. Nothing going on here. Nothing to see, folks. Nothing going on here. Just coming on to say hello. Simply because I haven't done lives, because I have been going out into my little garden sanctuary, my little garden house. And 2 or 3 times I've done a little evening prayer out there. And y'all, of all the stuff, even the Harris campaign stuff I was involved with, and some of the other
Hey, Ron.
writings and stuff I do, my Lord, the evening prayer, the comments that I would get private emailed me, but the stuff people's going through, the battles they're facing, the things that they're going through, and then tying into that evening prayer is doing a fast on June the 2nd, that Monday. There's just people that really want to feel, I believe, like somehow they're putting toward an effort to speak to the universe, to help them, to give them guidance, to be near them, to lift them up. So I've kind of, I don't know, maybe that Monday that I did fast kind of tweaked my little bit of spirituality in that line, in that way. And then I thought today also, because a lot of us that's been raised up in church, like from my end, I was raised up in Pentecost. Yeah, we see that, Vicki. A lot of people that's been raised up in church or whatever, it's a comfort. It's how do we say this? When we step our foot back there into that again and revisit it, it's kind of like it's familiar to us, a familiar place. Consoling. So I thought about that today because I love a new path, a new awakening, a new spirituality, a new understanding of the Christ and all of this. And I want to be able to step my foot back into some of the other stuff that I left without getting kooky and caught back up in a spider's web of it.
Yeah.
Because it's tricky. It's tricky. And I want to be totally free of it and be able to revisit it without getting stuff on my shoes from it, because there's a lot of bad stuff back there and all that too, a lot of bad stuff. So it's kind of a delicate balance in spirituality, how to be free in the spirit, embrace Hinduism, Muslim, the Bible, all of it, but not get sidetracked and sucked into any of it. And some of you people might get that, might understand.
I know half a cup of sugar doesn't make Kool-Aid, but we're trying to go low sugar. And look, when I was younger, it was 2 cups minimum. But these days, some of us, we don't know diabetes.
You know what I loved as a little boy? I loved grape Kool-Aid.
We had grape Kool-Aid earlier this week, and it was so good.
Grape Kool-Aid is so good, isn't it? And even able to tell you, even now, I love grape jelly. Grape jelly. We have the fancy jelly in there. That's $12 a little jar or whatever. Yeah, Blue Mamon and all that. But just give me the Welch's plain jar grape jelly. Put a little grape jelly on a butter biscuit. I'm like, oh my God, it's so good, ain't it? So good.
This color isn't natural. Like, should we be drinking this? It looks more radioactive than natural, but it is delicious.
So, any other things besides the Eagle?
Well, so for the next 30 days out on film, we're raising monies for our Filmmakers Fund. This is money that goes directly to filmmakers. It is yummy. It is so delicious. Go get you some blue raspberry lemonade Kool-Aid. Next 30 days, we're raising money for Filmmakers Fund. Our goal is $15,000. We are $3,370 of the way there, so we are on our way, and that's what the Beer Bust is for next weekend. We have a whole month of events. It's kind of like a gauntlet as we raise money for filmmakers to help support them in making their films as well as bringing them out to the festival.
So,
hi, Dora. It is a delicate balance. Brown Sugar Babe talking about the balance between religions.
Oh yeah, it's delicate because I'm telling you what I set myself free from all the crap that was back in church days, church world. That was laced in racism, homophobia. I could go down the gauntlet. I went through my years of being angry and bitter at the church. But also, there's something very comforting about believing in Christ. There's something very comforting about believing that the Son of God walked upon this earth one time and that he loved us and cared for us. And so, as I go forward, I hold on to parts of that, but I'm free from all of it, and it's a delicate balance because I'm telling you, I probably could go on a 7-day fast and start reading the Bible again and go buy a tent and put it up and down on the side of the highway in Valdosta, Georgia, and like, come on out and bring the lame and the sick. It's familiar. You can get sucked into some of that.
I think you're probably experiencing what a lot of people are experiencing in this country right now. There's so much turmoil and upheaval.
God, there's so much turmoil.
Daily chaos. And a lot of the stuff is very, very life-threatening, very serious. And I think that's why religion is there to turn to when.
And I tell you, the other real energy and power in that for some of us that revisit it and go back to it.
Yes, sugar babe.
I was sitting in my garden house earlier, and if you look on TikTok and Facebook here, there's a video of me sitting in my garden house with an older Black lady who's singing From Whence I Came. And the song is so powerful to me if you look at it, because in that moment, this ain't just about gospel singing. This isn't just about old time church. This isn't just about Christ. In the moment that you watch that video, I'm revisiting with my grandmother, my mamas, my aunts, my family. Religion was our family. Also, it was a family affair to go to church with granny and aunts and uncles. And when they'd sing, oh, I love him, and they'd raise their. So when you're sitting there and you hear songs like that, you're like, I'm revisiting my family. I'm revisiting my mama, my granny. So it's very powerful in that sense. So
I can't help but think of my mom and my grandmother whenever I turn on gospel songs. And I do the same thing. If I'm going through, the entire time I was going through my bankruptcy, I listened to nothing but gospel music, it seemed.
Yeah. So it's dicey. You can get sucked into it.
Let's see.
All right.
Let's see. We don't need church. God is in our hearts always. Yes.
I agree with that wholeheartedly. I ain't been to church in years. Church is boring.
It is something every day. Taking away the help Biden promised Western North Carolina, it is something every day.
It is something.
I understand this church is supposed to be a place of love. Jesus really exemplifies love for us all.
Yeah, so we got y'all talking out there. We love y'all. We're not going to stay on here much longer. I told Ava, I said, let's do 30 minutes. It's been 28 minutes right here.
Oh.
So we got a couple of minutes, and we're going to bid y'all farewell. Not happy. I don't know what's the proper word for Memorial Day. You don't want to be a somber. It should be somber, though.
Thank you, user.
We do honor those.
May it be an observeful.
Yeah, we do honor. We honor all
Thank
the
you,
men
Morgan.
and women that have died for our country. And as horrible as this sounds, they died for the people out there that voted for Trump to have the right to vote for Donald Trump. They died for that. And it's our
They
country.
literally fought against what he's promoting.
Yeah,
It's just
this country's in a mess, y'all. Y'all have elected. Well, I can't even say because they'll ban me on TikTok.
I've deconstructed from Christianity by having constructed love. Love you too. Love you right back. And I agree. Love is the answer. Love is a foundation of Christianity. And you, their user, you're entitled to that opinion, and if that's what you so choose to.
Yeah.
Good.
So anyway, we love y'all.
Deserve.
Thank y'all for many of y'all that run across and listen to this. Many of y'all are a part of our everyday life.
Yeah.
You know, I have people that's followed me now for several years that I would just feel like, what happened to them? They've just been a part of my life every day. And so we're glad that oftentimes, even like with my morning little thing I do where I sit and read my little morning post, so many of you people welcome me into your computers and into your cell phones and, and sit there and give me a few minutes of your day and share stuff with me. I get a pretty good bit of off the screen comments from people too. And it's still pretty powerful to me when somebody will send me a text or email and said, "Hey, my son's blah, blah, blah. Would you just maybe say a prayer for him?" That's just powerful, y'all. That's powerful, So anyhow, we love y'all.
So we're going to go to church in the morning. Send them out with the word, baby.
All right. Love you too, Gail. what did I say to close the Saturday night out? Have some fun. Don't forget to have fun this weekend. Hot damn, did you forget that life was supposed to have some fun?
Go make some Kool-Aid.
Make you a cup of Kool-Aid. Have some fun. Eat your Baby Ruth candy bar. Good Lord. I know you like, but Eddie, I'm going through so much now. My head. Just go pick a banjo. Something. Get you a bolo paddle. Some of you people don't know.
What?
A bolo. Oh, Ava don't even know what a bolo paddle is. Just a paddle with the ball on it. Where just have some fun, doggone it. Go to the Grant Parks all day tomorrow. It's having a dessert festival with hundreds of tents all over Grant Park with any kind of peach cobbler, banana pudding you can think of. You go eat. I'm telling you, if you're not having no fun, eat you a bowl of good peach cobbler. And that'll be fun enough for you. But anyhow, all right, bye.
Yeah.
Bye.